So we're back. I think it's actually because we thought it was episode 8 last week and it was 9, so I think it's episode 10. So
10.
It's the 10th anniversary.
Really double digits in here.
Dig. So let's get double-digit views, hopefully.
Right.
We're just hopping into news. The biggest news: Deshaun Watson tearing his ACL, and Texans fans just got to be sick.
I think NFL fans or just football fans in general have to be sick. He was so fun to watch, and
I would have loved to have seen that game against the Seahawks, but unfortunately,
yeah,
you can see it here.
But I think if he was in the playoffs in the AFC, it would have just made it even more fun.
I mean, they were dangerous.
Yeah.
I'm talking the man in his second career start almost went to New England and beat Tom Brady.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not really far fetched. I mean, talking about a 3-4 team, that a 3-4 team could have made the Super Bowl.
Or he went to the Legion of Boom, played in their field, and threw 4 touchdowns.
And honestly, if it wasn't for a play call by Bill O'Brien that said to run the ball with Lamar Miller, which I would have for sure gave Deshaun Watson the chance to throw it or run it.
For sure.
You could have been talking about something totally different as a result.
Yeah, exactly. And
Because that gave Russell the ball back, and you don't give Russell the ball back.
No. Definitely not in those clutch situations. He's gonna
Not in Seattle.
Unless it's on 2 or 3 yard line.
Then give the ball to Marshall.
Yeah.
But aside from that, we got a good turn back. Brock Osweiler's back to being a star in the NFL.
Brock Osweiler, can't wait to see some big, I'll say, game prediction right here. His stat line. 102 passing yards. He'll complete about 50%.
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
And then no touchdowns, 3 picks.
And that's your Brock Osweiler stat line of the week.
I'll be here every week.
In other news, the Browns messed up a trade that would have sent A.J. McCarron to them for what would have been awesome from a Bengals. I love A.J. McCarron, but I know we're never going to start him. And you're talking about we could have got a 2nd and 3rd round pick, which comes from the Browns. So you're looking at the top 2nd round pick and the top 3rd round pick for a guy that's going to leave in free agency, and we're not going to get nothing for him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it really honestly hurts me, but apparently the Bengals sent the paperwork in on time, and the Browns were apparently celebrating and didn't get the paperwork in until 2 minutes after the deadline.
It's such a Browns thing.
I mean, in a way, it still makes me a little happy because it shows there is still a worse franchise than the Bengals.
Yep.
So there's that out there. This was the craziest NFL trade deadline I think I can ever remember, to be honest.
Definitely for me. Jay Ajayi, one of my favorite players, actually goes to a good team in a good situation, a good O-line, a good quarterback, a good everything.
It sounds like, the O-line took a hit without Peters, but, it sounds to me the Eagles are getting ready for cold football, and they're going to have LeGarrette Blount and Jay Ajayi just run it down your throats.
Yeah, and it's perfect. The style they want to run with LeGarrette Blount fits perfect with Ajayi, which is someone who's better at it. Someone who actually has explosiveness. I'm not saying Blunt doesn't, but he's kind of up there in age. And I think Ajayi, I'm a firm believer in Ajayi. I think he just had to play with Jay Cutler, who's going to face 11 in the box. And their offensive line wasn't good either. He'd get hit in the backfield almost every play.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I like the deal. Like I said, I think they're just preparing to shove it down defense's throats, to be honest.
Makes that team even more dangerous, which we're looking at the only team with 1 loss. So
Tyrod might have got a weapon, possibly, and Kelvin Benjamin. Interesting trade that the Panthers would trade him, but
came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting that. The Panthers are still right there in the playoff race. As you'll see in the power rankings.
I don't understand
it's
it.
Interesting.
But maybe they knew something that we didn't know. So.
Then Garoppolo to the 49ers, which honestly, with their trades, it kind of just solidifies to me that Bill Belichick's going to call it quits whenever Tom Brady does. I think they got about 3 more years together, and they're both just going to ride it off to the sunset.
Could definitely see it.
They could have 5 more years together knowing Tom Brady. Who knows?
Yeah, really, honestly. The only thing that gets me with that trade is Kyle Shanahan came out and said that he doesn't even know if Jimmy Garoppolo is going to play this year.
Yeah, I don't think he'll play the first couple weeks, but I bet after the bye week.
Bro, you just spent a 2nd round pick and someone who's on a contract here too.
Yeah, exactly. He could leave.
Yeah,
so.
You might want to see what you got.
They're gonna play him. He's just I don't know what he's doing. And then not like the craziest move with big name wise, but it's big to the Seahawks. But they got an awesome offensive lineman in Dwayne Brown, Which, I mean, if you look at weaknesses, it's the run game. Well, I mean, the defense really hasn't been great for the Seahawks, but honestly, if they can just protect Russell Wilson, Russell can take them a long way.
Hell yeah, it helps my fantasy team too. I'm tired of seeing him run for his life. I think, man, that NFC is just so interesting right now. Who would you say if the Seahawks and Eagles played right now?
I want to know who gets home
playoffs.
field.
Yeah.
And it looks like it would be Philly right now, but we still got a long ways to go.
Yeah, man, I think that makes those two teams getting better. Obviously, it helps both teams. But those two teams getting better, it kind of solidifies for me that those are going to be the two teams left.
I mean, in outside weather, if this game's in Philly, I mean, Philly set up their way to have a run game a lot better. I mean, Seattle's run game's non-existent.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that game would be awesome. Another shout out, our boy Rex Burkhead came back last week.
Hell yeah, he did.
Rex, I think he had like 6 catches too.
And now that Hogan is out for, I think
watch out for Rex. Watch out for Rex. We're gonna have Rex talk each week, but my man got hurt. Watch out for Rex. And lastly, on a news standpoint, shout out to my dude Jamal Baker. I hope you get healthy, bro.